guys, it's Triumph. As I said before, another tutorial. I'm recording this just after the other, and let's get started on these materials. So I'm gonna just get my live viewer. I'm gonna just drag it right there beside. Just load it up. So I want to start with actually, let's do some depth of field first. So I'm gonna just drag my camera. I'm doing this in Octane. Sorry if you guys don't have Octane. I'm not that good with the array to make this look as close to the actual reference image of Game of Thrones I'm working with. So, and people have been asking for Octane lighting tutorials, so hope that's okay with everyone. If not, I hope you guys enjoyed the modeling portion of it. Yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna add some depth of field to this. So I'm gonna just right click on my camera. Under Cinema 4D Octane tags, I want an Octane camera tag. And under Finland's aperture, that's the depth of field and how blurry it actually gets. So I'm gonna drag that up to, let's do 10. Let's make this actually 20. And it is focused right now, but in case you're wondering how you make it focused on specific things with this tool here, you have to turn off the autofocus, and you click pick focus and you select the middle. Yeah, focuses on that, but I'm gonna keep autofocus on as it is working. So let's start with the light. So I have this same little material I always edit because Seco helped me make it. So diffuse, don't need diffuse. Just really emission. So emission, you just add the texture emission, click on it, you add your color. So expand this. And the color of it is, of course, really bright orange. Just play around with that for now. Let's bump this power up, like, make it 100. And I'm gonna open up the sun folder and just drag this onto the sphere. Okay. I want this to have more of an orange tint, so I guess I'll make it. Let's go with that. Okay, let's just leave it with that for now. Let's work on the wood. So what I did on the banner, since the design of it has a lot of engravings and stuff, and of course, unless you want to take the time to pen tool this blurry image, what I did is I just searched up swirly designs. I don't know what they're called, so swirly designs. Sorry from tabs. And you just pick ones from here, just copy and paste them into your Photoshop. And I did a image, just canvas size. Let's look at this in pixels. I don't know where I got this. Well, I think what I did is I print screened the area of this and then cropped it to just the banner. So here, let me just hide everything, almost everything. Okay, so like this was my print screen here. I made a red area that would get most of the text, so I know what area not to put these designs, as this is kind of a clear area with none of these engravings. And then what I did is I just put all these. Oopsie, I turned something on. Where are you? There. And I just took designs, I moved them around, made a pattern, threw the Obey logo in there, and I made it so the designs were white, the background was black. And what I'm able to do with that is in a mix material in Octane. So to make that, you do create shader, Cinema 4D, Octane, and Octane mix material. And this allows you to put two materials here, but if you wanted to use like an alpha kind of like a mask, what you do is just do text for texture, for a mount, or click the side arrow, C4D Octane, and just an image texture. And then I selected the mask, and so I guess I'll just do it. Game of Thrones mask. And so if I was to select, I wanted to have the glow material. You see on all the white parts, it would put the glow material, or if I, let me just clear this, or if I wanted on all the parts except the white parts, it would put the glow material. You can kind of see it, not really. But so right now I just have purple and black as placeholders. So let's get some wood textures on there. So a lot of the time I do use the live database to at least get started on them. So let's just do open live database, and under wood, let's look through some of these. So there's quite a bit of shine. I'm gonna go with Canyon Romantic Oak. Let's try that. And then we want gold. Not sure if this is, no, that's wood. What? Let's just try this oak. I'll play around with that. Also download that. Let's get a bunch of these. Okay, so I'm gonna go in my Octane mix material. I want the lighter color to be on the engravings, and the dark color to replace the black. Okay, that's looking good. And then let's do, I'm gonna do, so inside the crow shapes, there's also, I guess, some sort of crystal. I want them to glow because they are glowing here, so I'm gonna just duplicate this and turn down the power in emission a lot. So I'm gonna change it to, let's do 5. And let me select these inside pieces. Apply. Okay, no, not bad at all. I'm definitely going to have to play around with the glow materials a lot. So let's get some metal materials on here. Materials, open live database. So right now I'm just getting basic ones. I'll probably change some of the textures to better suit. So I'm going to just get one of these grungy materials. Let's get metal dirt V2. Download. Okay, got that. So I'm going to put it on the ravens. Apply. Cubic, seamless. Let's make it 400. Just because a lot of the times the textures go on small. We also need a darker version of the material to go on the behind part. So I'm going to just duplicate it. Oh, oopsie, my bad. I'll duplicate the glossy. And where are you? This is clear. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just drag that up. Oh, my bad. And I'm going to actually just get a new material. Open live database. Yeah, I'm still new at this program. There's not a lot of reflection on the dark one. Let me get dirt, the first one then. Download. Just drag it all behind. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, so now we need another wood material for the outside of this. So I'm gonna go with this canyon romantic oak. So let's drag it on. Yeah, that's looking good. So I'm gonna just select all of the pieces. Actually, I'll just open this. Okay, so yeah, this is a pain. Select that, select these, and I'm gonna select the paint brushes. And I'm just gonna right click and apply. Let's make that cubic. It's looking good. Let's make it, what does 150 look like? Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so right now we got, oh, that's actually this texture, the sun. So on the cloner, we want it to be reflective but like still dark, because a lot of the light's being reflective off it, but we don't want to take too much attention on the petals. Drawing blank on some words. So on the cloners, I'm just going to select all of them. I'm going to apply one metal, and yeah, it's looking good. And I guess on the ring, let's apply the other metal. Just use the textures we already have in here. Okay, so right now we have the basics, the basic materials. So let's work on them. So I'm actually, so under octane settings, I'm gonna change it to path tracing. Doesn't do much. I'm gonna also go to post and click enable, and see adds bloom, or get like more glow, which definitely is important in this. So that's looking good. And then with these response, it's kind of like CC in here. So if we just start scrolling down, you start seeing it change in the live viewer. I want one that's dark and really don't want to try to say that word. Don't want to be made fun of. Really makes the lights stand out a lot. Okay, we're getting there. I think I'm gonna go with this. So I'm gonna go with Advantix 400 CD. And you can also play around with settings here, so exposure. Project that up. Okay, let's play around with the gamma. Okay, just a little bit lower. Okay, let's add a bit of vignette. So I'm gonna just bump that up to 0.5. That's looking good. Okay, so yeah, we definitely need to work on the lighting. I'm gonna see. Let's try if we use an actual light. So, got myself an area light under details and area shape rectangle. Let's change this to a sphere, no, disc. Let's go with the disc. And if I flip this around, 180, here we go. Let's make this huge. And I need it behind. Make this big again. Okay, so right now we got the light there. Under it, that's, or if we go, yeah, let's just drag out the temperature. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's looking good. Or drag down the temperature. If you go up, it's blue. If you go down, it's yellow. Oh, that's cool. Let's let this render a bit more. Okay, that's looking good. I'm gonna bump the power on this a lot. Let's try 500. Okay, it's looking a little too orange now that I bumped that up, so let's drag it up a bit more. I'm really not sure how I'm gonna recreate all this glow here. It's appearing harder than it looks. Yeah, let's see what it looks like if we, under the details, we change it to a sphere this time. Okay, so I need to drag it back a bit more. Yeah, let's play around with some more octane settings. Post glare power. What does that look? Oh my. This 0.1. That's so much. 0.01. Okay, probably going to have. Yeah, this is appearing harder than I originally thought to make it as bright. So I'm gonna make this light way bigger, taking up most of the screen big. And again, I have to drag it back. So in the sun, I didn't even end up using this original sphere. Okay, I'm going to actually undo that, as the light's now appearing to be overpowering. I'm going to redo that, as we weren't able to see the details in the actual header after that. I'm going to save as live viewers now lagging behind. Good. Okay, let's add some more lights and come back to that. So I'm gonna add an HDRI, so let's do objects and HDRI environment. Let me just check how time's coming. Okay, we're good. So under image texture, I'm gonna just add a basic white and black HDRI. So let me just go to my folder. You guys can play around with some HDRIs as well. Where are you? Nope. You can do a computer. If you guys would like to donate to me so I can buy a computer, that would be awesome. Okay, HDRI pack. Octane Studio, boom. No. What does that do for us? What did that do? Didn't do much. I'll keep it. Okay, that's also. Let's add some lights to illuminate this front a bit more. So objects, octane light. Let's angle this so it's coming from the top left a bit. Let's make this bigger. And let's drag this up. Hopefully this highlights the edges a bit. Actually, the light, looking at the image, it seems to be coming from the bottom left more. So let's angle it that way. Let's see what that does. Okay, it's brightening it up good, but a little too much for my liking. So I'm gonna just drag the power down to 30. Is that showing us details? Okay, let's also add, what else should we add? Some lights to make this more prominent. Okay, so that's allowing us to see definitely the designs on the banner on the left side. It's a little dark over here, but actually it looks dark in the image. But I'm not a fan of as how bright that is right there. So if anything, I'm gonna move it a bit down, bit more down the Z. So I want the light just to hit the edge, nothing really more. Okay, I can work with that. Don't really know if that's I'm gonna make it just a bit yellow because I'm not a fan of as how white that is. Let's also add a light coming from probably here where my mouse is, or if you can even see my mouse moving, probably around this bottom right paintbrush, kind of coming from that direction. So I'm gonna actually just character mirror tool and mirror the light we just did, and I'm gonna move it up a bit. Boom, light. Let's see what that does. Okay, that's looking nice. Yeah, I'm gonna just pause recording and let this render out so I can see where else I should add stuff. Give me a moment, guys. Hey guys, so rendering it, I noticed that other than of course this material here, the glow parts, the back material has to be a lot darker. So what I'm actually going to do is How do I want to do this? Let's open this. Shake that down. Really long. There you go. That looks good. I'm gonna do a quick save because my Sim 40 has crashed before, so let's get a live viewer again. I'll just drag that to the side. And that's a clip render. Just give it a moment. Okay. Maybe a little dark, so I'm just drag that up a little bit more. Okay, that's looking good. Also, the caps on these ravens here, I'm going to make them more rounded or a bigger radius, so I'm gonna drag them up to, let's try 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3. Okay, then what material do? Okay, I'm using this material. I'm gonna play with some of the textures on it. Let's play with these textures. So I guess specular. Yeah. Let's look up grunge textures and you should be able to find some good ones. Just play around with a couple. So I'm going to use my where are you? Octane textures. I think I'm gonna go with this glossy material or glossiness. There's copy channel. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna replace all of them with this. Okay, that's looking good. Now that's also, what else do I want to change in this other than the light? I still think this is a little bright, the main material, so I'm gonna actually drag this one down a bit, make it, because Game of Thrones is very dark and dark themed, so I want a lot of the materials to be dark. Okay, I'd say this is looking nice. What else shall I add? I'm looking at an image on my phone here, so let's work on, not sure how we're going to tackle, I guess they're kind of like gems. Wondering. Here I'm gonna close live viewer so we can do this. Looking at the image, it looks like there's little bits of light getting through. So I think what I'm going to try to do is make it so there's actually a hole in the actual spline or whatever. So there are some lights coming from behind hitting it. And I'm going to go with kind of like an orange glass. I'm going to see how that looks. So get out of my camera. So I'm actually just hide the sun for now. Okay, so I'm gonna select these right now, and I'm just gonna duplicate them. Let's take these materials off, and I'm just going to kind of laggy here. I'm gonna extrude them. There we go. Okay, so let's select that. Where are you? Okay, top arc and bottom arc. I need 2 extrudes. I'm going to drag these up, and I'm going to throw these into a bool. So 1 and 2. What did I do? Oh, I did the wrong ones. A second. I need switch these around. Oop. A little disorganized. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So here we now have a hole, and that is going to be our glass. So let's actually do that to the top one now. Drag these 2 extrudes into there. And then actually just apply this material there. Okay. How does that look? Perfect. Okay, so let's file save again. Let's go to our camera. Octane. I'm gonna just get the material before I turn on my live viewer, so open live database. Let's get some glass going. See what we can work with. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Don't want it completely clear, so I think I'm gonna try this frost glass. Let's see, and let's try. Let's play around with the color. If it loads for me. Let's change this to a dark orange. Okay. Medium. What's this? Okay, let's play around with that. So I'm going to replace the glowing material on that piece, which are right here. Perfect. 1 and 2. Again, I'm saving because I'm not sure how my computer is going to like this. Just drag the live view over there. Let's render. Hopefully this looks good, because I'm not sure how else I'm going to tackle this. Here, I'm going to let it load. Actually, I should load so we can get a full view. I'm probably going to do a Photoshop tutorial for this as well. That'll probably be a couple days after whenever I post these, as it takes a while for my computer to render these, and I don't want to fry my computer. They're looking good, but they're definitely going to need more time so we can get a better idea. of what it looks like. Here, I'm gonna pause recording and wait, let it load. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it at this, and when I render it, I'm going to have to do some beast Photoshop. Yeah, because I'm really not sure how else I'm able to do this. I'm not that good at Cinema 4D. If anything, yeah, let me undock this, guys, and see it up close. Just watching it render. It's all G fans. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the light and texture tutorial here, as the rest would be just playing around with whatever looks good. But I'm liking how this is looking. I'll see you guys in the next Photoshop tutorial, boys.